Teeny Gamer here, and 3.2 special program just came out. So, you know what that means? I have to do a discussion video on it. So, before we start actually talking about 3.2, I have to talk about the stuff in 3.1 and my opinions on it, because I always do that for every single discussion. I always look back on the current version of the game, and then discuss the future version. So, the content 3.1 wasn't actually that bad. The desert was kind of a pain to do, because, well, there's a lot of underground caves, and most of the waypoints in that area were locked. So you have to progress through the world quest of that area to even get the waypoints, as well as get a bunch of treasure chests. Because, well, I did this in like a week, so I did take a couple breaks. But still, 100%ing this was a pain. But luckily, since I did, I have nothing better to do now, so I could just enjoy my time playing something else instead of Genshin. So yeah, yeah, it's not really that bad. I mean, there could be worse, like Enko no Miya. That place is horrible. We also got the Path of Gleaming Jade. This one's pretty good. I mean, it's our anniversary rewards, but seriously though, it's literally the same thing that we got in First Danny. Yeah, at this point, we're not gonna get good anniversary rewards. All we're ever gonna get is 20 free summons. That's pretty much it. Just expect that for every anniversary at this point. No free 5 stars for you, I guess. We also have Ballad of Bruise. It's fine. I mean, hey, another Mondstadt event. But it's like Mondstadt event number 5, so yeah, yeah. Maybe we could get a Liwa event soon. I mean, we haven't touched Liwa in a long time, but we did touch a lot of Mondstadt. So, yeah, hopefully we could get a Leeway one. By the way, spoiler alert, we don't get a Leeway event for 3.2. So, yeah, RIP. Also, Hikakuken Iki, the domain fight, it's the same as ever. You just pick, like, 6 teams, and then you swap between them to get the highest score. Yeah, basically it. Wind Chasers literally just get coins and do challenges and complete the domain. It's really nothing that bad. And then the current event, Star Seeker Sojourn, it's not that bad either. I mean, you just solve puzzles. That's pretty much it. Yeah, these events aren't really that bad. I mean, some of them are pretty fun, like Ballads of Bruce. This event was kind of fun. And, well, I guess exploring the desert was pretty fun too. So yeah, that's pretty much it for 3.1's content. I mean, it's not that bad, but let's see what 3.2 has to offer. So, of course, I'm going to be hopping off. We're going to be in the events tab so that we could basically have Genshin quiet so that we could put pictures on the screen. Of course, I have to put the disclaimer here. This info is provided by the Genshin 3.2 special program, as well as the character info and the weapon info that we're going to be showcasing is from Honey Impact. So yeah, gotta cite my sources, so there we go. Anyways, we can discuss about the first thing that came out in the 3.2 special program. That is Akasha Pulses, the Kalpa Flame Rises. It's going to be the final, probably the final Archon quest for Sumeru, just because it's a boss. We're gonna be fighting a big boss. We're literally at the climax of Sumeru, so yeah, we're gonna be fighting Saramooch. So that's gonna be cool. We're gonna be fighting a Fatui Harbinger. This most likely is gonna drop Nahida's Ascension materials, and by that I mean her talent materials. So definitely farm this one for Nahida's talent materials. That just means that we won't get Nahida level 10 talents. So yeah, well, at least we could get her to level 6 and showcase her at least. So yeah, that's cool. But enough about that. We're gonna be discussing about the event wishes, and then we're gonna switch over to Honey Impact to discuss about the well, the characters and the one new weapon that we're gonna get. So, first of all, we're gonna be discussing about the characters in Phase 1. So, the characters in Phase 1 is Nahida and Yoimiya. Well, of course I have to give my opinions on these. Nahida looks like she's really, really good. I'll showcase her in a second once we get through these, event wishes. So yeah, we'll discuss about Nahida and Layla later. But for now, we're gonna be discussing about the other characters. So Yoimiya, she's buffed. Like seriously, she's buffed. As I said before, she's better than most Pyro DPSs. But the only problem is that there are better Pyro DPSs than her as well. So she's the mid part of the Pyro DPS comp. So yeah, like Hu Tao is better than her, but she's better than Klee. So yeah, she's in the middle of the pack, but she's still a really, really good Pyro DPS. Since we also have Dendro with Burning, she performs really well on the Dendro team as well. So if you are gonna be pulling for Yoimiya for Dendro, you should. She's really, really good. If you are gonna be running her with Double Hydro, since Double Hydro is now buffed, you could do that as well. She works really well with that, since her normal attacks are gonna be pyro damage anyway. Yeah, she's pretty good. Like super, super good. But if you are gonna be pulling for another Pyro DPS that's better than her, you want a better Pyro DPS, save for Hu Tao, honestly. If you are if you are a meta shill, and if you want a really good Pyro DPS, then just save for Hu Tao. But if you don't care about that, you love Yoimiya, you love the character, summon for her. Just summon for her. I mean, that's what I did for Nilu. I like the character, I summoned for her. She's good too, so yeah. Love her kit. I love her design as well. Yeah. Just pull for the characters you like. And, well, time to move on to the second phase, which is the Event Wish second phase. So, we have Miko making her grand return on a rerun, and Tartaglia with his 4th rerun. I think it's his 4th rerun. Oh boy, Miko's good. Like, really, really good. I mean, Quicken. That's all I have to say. Quicken. Yeah, she's really, really good. Like, super, super good. The only problem is that there's like at least 1 or 2 Electro DPSs that are better than her. But, she's like legitimately the best Electro character on a Dendro team, besides Raiden. Yeah, she's that good. Like, really, really good. If you are gonna be planning to use Dendro for the rest of your life, and you want a Quicken character that is really, really good, Miko is for you. The only problem is that you might want to get her 5-star weapon, because it's one of the best catalysts in the game. Like, seriously. That 80% crit damage is worth it. Like, honestly worth it. And as for Child, well, he's okay. I mean, he recently got buffed, thanks to Double Hydro not being doo-doo. And also, he got buffed because of Dendro, so he can make his own Dendro cores. There's just one problem though. Nilu exists. So, yeah, he's back on the bench again! But if you do like Child, if you like this character, if you love his playstyle with the 2 weapon modes, where he could do the bow mode or the sword mode, then he's probably for you. But, as for the banners I recommend summoning on, in my opinion, if you really want my opinion on the weapons you wanna, or the banners you wanna summon on, Nahida, of course, in Phase 1. I mean, Yoimiya is pretty good, but Nahida is probably gonna be a game changer forever. I mean, it's always been like that for every single Archon. Venti, really good crowd control. Still one of the best crowd controls in the game. Zhongli, best shield in the game. Raiden, best team in the game. Like, yeah, Raiden is broken. So, Nahida, well, she's gonna be the best Dendro character in the game with best Dendro reactions. Yep. It's an Archon, you gotta summon for it. Every Archon's gonna be good, so I guess once the new Archon is gonna come out in the new area, I guess we could expect every Archon to be good. But, yeah, Nahida for Phase 1, and then for Phase 2, of course, Yoimiya. If you are gonna be summoning on anyone in phase 2, it has to be Yoimiya. So yeah. Also, Layla's gonna be featured on phase 2, which makes me mad because I was gonna spend my primos on Nahida, hoping that Layla's gonna be on the banner with her, but nope. I guess I have to summon for her on phase 2. So, well, wish me luck getting that. I mean, I hope it's not another Dory situation. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine, though, because after I summon for Nahida, I don't really need to summon for any other character ever again, because everyone is good on my roster. So I could just blow a lot of primos and fates on Yoimiya. Yoimiya's still really good. I really need her anyway. So yeah, I don't mind getting Yoimiya. But Layla, she's really, really good, honestly. Well, speaking of Layla, we're gonna be pulling up her info in a second, but first we gotta discuss about the weapon banner, obviously. So the weapon is a 5-star weapon. We are getting 1,000 floating dreams as our new 5-star weapon. Of course, it's a Nahida weapon. I mean, what do you expect? But I assume the weapon that we're gonna be getting is the Electro bow, the one that has crit damage for Yoimiya's weapon. Same with Yoimiya and Child's weapon banner. It's probably gonna be Yoimiya's weapon, and it's gonna be Child's 5-star weapon. Yeah. Honestly, all the banners are pretty good. Like the weapon banners. The bow, you could use it on anyone. Of course, the catalyst Yoimiya has is universal. You can just use that on anyone. And then Child's bow is like okay, but it's still really, really good on certain characters, so you could just use that as well. But the 5-star weapon for Nahida's weapon is tailored to Nahida. So yeah. Well, anyways, time to transition. Because we gotta transition, you know, we gotta show that we got this in the bag here. So let's do the transition in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay, so this is Nahida. Nahida is really good. Like honestly, like super, super good. Like cracked. Like beyond cracked. As you can see here, her elemental mastery is her level up stat. There's a reason why it's her level up stat, because she scales off of elemental mastery as well as attack. But you want elemental mastery because, as you can see here with the percentages, she scales off more with elemental mastery at level 1. Yeah, you could obviously tell level 1. She only scales off of 100 on attack, but she scales off of 200 on elemental mastery. So you really want to build her with elemental mastery. If you want a free-to-play 4-star weapon on her, you could probably give her the Sac Catalyst. That'll probably be really good. Sacrificial Fragments, you could just give that to her. It's really good. But anyways, enough about that. It's time to go over Nahida's kit. So she is a 5-star Catalyst, meaning that she's going to be having on-demand Dendro damage. So basically, you won't get limited to Aether's Q or Kale's Q. Now you can actually perform Dendro attacks. This also combos really well with Xingqiu and Yelan's Q, meaning that if you do normal attacks, you make cores. And if you combo that with Nilu's E, you're gonna be doing big core damage. Yeah, she's meta. Yeah, this is gonna be really, really good, honestly. So, her E is pretty unique because it also has an off-field use. I'll talk about that later, but first we gotta talk about the battle applications of it. So, every time you hold your E, you basically make a giant box that she has. You can target up to 8 opponents, and if you release the E, you do Dendro damage. But on top of that, they will be linked. So basically, what Yelan's E does, where she links other opponents together. So she links them, basically making if you do a Dendro reaction, any Dendro core reaction, basically it will deal dendro damage. So you can get an extra dendro damage on top of your E. So yeah, this is meant for Nilou. So yeah, Nilou Nahida is gonna be a scary combo. And well, as far as the off-field use, you can use it to gain materials as well as read other people's minds. Yeah, really cool off-field application as well. And this is her Q. So her Q basically creates a giant AoE that does certain effects. It depends on what you have in your party. So if you have pyro characters in your party, the damage dealt by her E, which is basically the this part, will deal a lot of more damage. It'll just deal more damage. If you have Electro on your team, basically the interval between her her tagging, which is basically this, is shortened. So basically, you'll deal more dendro damage consistently. And then for Hydro, the Shrine of Myra's duration is increased. So basically, it lasts longer. Obviously, this is tailored to cores. So if you are gonna be running Nahida, you want to have a Hydro character regardless. But there is a special, unique thing about her, and that is if you bring 2 of the same type party members, it'll increase the duration as well as increase certain other effects. So if you bring double pyro, you'll do more damage. If you bring double electro, the interval will be decreased even further. And if you bring double hydro, the duration will increase even further. So yeah, you might want to bring double characters for the duration increase for hydro. Same with the other 2 elements, but I'm assuming that you're probably gonna run her with cores. So yeah. So far she's pretty good. As for her passive skills, Nahida can use all schemes to know to interact with some harvestable items within a fixed AoE. Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking about, her off-field application on her E. You could get some materials as well as read people's minds, so that's pretty cool. And now time for actual passives. When unleashing Illusionary Heart, Shrine of Maya, it's her Q. Your Elemental Mastery within the active character on the field will be increased by 25% of Elemental Mastery of the party member with the highest Elemental Mastery. So, that's going to be Nahida. Because you're going to be running her with Elemental Mastery. Build it as much as possible, and you can give a free 200, around 200 Elemental Mastery to one of your characters. Yeah, pretty cool. And then for her last passive, each point of Nahida's Elemental Mastery beyond 200 will gain 0.1% damage bonus and a 0.3% crit rate to Trichroma Purification from all schemes to know. A maximum 80% damage bonus and 24% crit rate can be gained from Trichroma Purification in this manner. So, again, you want to build her with Elemental Mastery because of this. This is good. This is really good. I mean, if you do have her beyond 200, if you have her at least like around 500, she's gonna be doing like basically free damage. Yeah, really good. Like super good. If you could get her to 1,000 Elemental Mastery, she's gonna be a god. She's gonna be a god on the Dendro team. Yeah, Nahida, really good. Super good. Good kit as well. Next up, we have Layla. So, Layla is unique. She is a shield support. And by that, I mean, you want to build her with HP. So, yeah, build her with max HP and she's probably going to be cracked. Her weapon is a sword, so you just bring a sword character. Sack Sword. Yeah, Sack Sword works really well with her. You could bring the Sack Sword. Honestly, that'll be pretty good. So, her E's and her Q basically did the same thing. I'll go over her E first. So her E will basically do cryo damage, and it makes a shield. And you know what shield characters do? They basically do a lot. Think of this as Toma's shield, where it does a lot of damage. So basically, stars will be attached on her shield, and then basically, when 4 stars are on the shield, they'll be fired off on the opponent, and it'll do cryo damage. So it's basically timed. So basically, it'll create 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after the 4th one, it'll shoot all 4 of them, and then it'll do cryo damage. So yeah, basically you're gonna be doing passive damage with her, pretty good. And the shield protects you too. So yeah, a shield that damages people. You know how good Toma is, so she's gonna be really good too. So her Q, basically, it fires off starlight slugs that deal AoE damage, AoE cryo damage. And basically, it'll generate stars. So it'll generate stars faster. So basically, her E, instead of being 1.5 seconds, you get it 0.5 seconds. So her Q is basically gonna keep on shooting out these crystals that'll deal a lot of cryo damage. Yeah, she looks pretty good. Like, honestly, really good. And in here, passives. Her first one is just basically, you get double the product of a talent material. Finally, someone that has that skill. Yeah, finally. We can finally get a 10% chance to receive double the product. Because Xingqiu's is only a refund. So you only get a refund portion of the materials. But this time now, we can get double the product. So that's pretty cool. And then for her second passive, the Current of Slumber is active. You'll gain 1 Night Star. And basically for every, I think, Night Star you get, it'll basically increase certain effects. So the shield strength of a character under the effect of a certain Current of Slumber will increase by 6%. The effect can be a maximum of 4 stacks until the Current of Slumber disappears. So yeah, if you keep gaining stars, you basically increase this by a lot, and it stacks up to 4 times too. So basically her E does a lot of damage, and you get to take more. Yeah, she's pretty good. Like, honestly, really good shield support. And then Sweet Slumber, Undisturbed. The damage dealt by the shooting stars fired by the Knights of Formal Focus is increased by 1.5% of Layla's max HP. And this is why you want to build her with max HP, so that she'll do more damage. Her damage also scales off of HP too, as you can see here. This is scaled off of max HP. Her shield's absorption is based off of max HP. You want to build her with max HP. Yeah, no brainer. But yeah, honestly, she's pretty good. Like, really good. Can't wait to test her out in Spiral Abyss if I could get a set for her. But enough about that. It's time to go over the final thing in Honey Impact before we can wrap it up and showcase the other events. 1,000 Floating Dreams. So, 1,000 Floating Dreams, it is Nahida's weapon. As you can see here, that Elemental Mastery is so broken. 200! 200! That is a lot. But the effect, basically, what it does is it provides the character with buffs. So, basically, if the party members other than the equipping character is provided buffs instead of the Nahida herself. So, basically, that means that you want to run Opulent Dreams. Yeah, you want to run 4-piece Opulent Dreams. So, yeah, 4-piece Opulent Dreams is probably going to be her best set. Because it combos well with her weapon. Basically, what it does is she gives Elemental Mastery by 32%, or by 32, on a character that is not equipping the weapon. So, yeah, mainly other characters other than Nahida. But their damage bonus is also increased by 10%, and you also can stack it up to 3 times. So, yeah, not only are you getting 32 Elemental Mastery for the same type, you also get a 10% damage bonus on not the same type. So that means that if you do have a double hydro, you get a increase of 32 plus another 32. So you get you get 64 elemental mastery. If you do have other characters on your team, so let's say you have a mixed elemental comp, you get 10% 10% damage bonus for each different elemental type. So basically, you get around 20% damage bonus if you are running a mixed team. So yeah, pretty good, like super good. But mainly you are just gonna get 64 elemental mastery and 20% elemental damage bonus, just because you're gonna be running double dendro, double hydro most of the time. So yeah, honestly, really good weapon though. But not only it stacks up to 3 times, basically you get a free 40 elemental mastery on top of that. Yeah, a free 40. A free 40. That is unconditional, by the way. You just get a flat out free 40. Yeah, really good. Super good. That weapon is really good. Well, anyways, that is enough about Honey Impact. We could switch over now to Genshin. So let's transition back to Genshin. And then let's discuss the final part of this special program. I mean, it's been going on for so long. I mean, it's already 26 minutes. So let's wrap it up and make it 30 minutes. So here we go. So the first thing that they featured is Fabulous Fungus Frenzy. This is going to be our event story for this version. We're getting a free Dory. Great, guys. Just great. I struggled. I spent 30k primos to get Dory, and now they give Dory for free. I'm mad. I'm super mad. But it doesn't matter. I mean, free dupe. Whatever. But it's like the other events. You just do certain activities. You progress through the story. And you get a free crown. So, level 10 talent. There you go. And as for the next event, we have Adventurer's Trials. Adventurer's Trials looks very unique. You basically use other character skills to do certain challenges, which is pretty good. It basically showcases what other characters are capable of. So one of the examples was using Zhao's Q, basically his jumping thing and the plunging attack to basically push blocks down. You can also use Yelan's E to traverse through an obstacle course collecting coins. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, it basically showcases what the other characters are capable of. So, yeah, honestly, this event's probably going to be fun. So, yeah, there you go. A fun event with a bunch of rewards. And then the next thing is, well, the Hypostatic Symphony Dissonant Verse. It is the, well, if you already fought the previous Hypostatic Symphony, then it's, well, it's not going to be the same, or it's not going to be, well, different here. It's just basically amped up versions of the Hypostasis bosses. So, yeah, well, this is your chance to get, probably a new name card, probably. I mean, the old event basically gave you a free name card for it, but for this, probably not. But you get primos, weapon materials, pretty good. Test your skills on the Hypostatic Symphony. Basically, I'm probably going to make videos on this to basically flex how my team could beat these. So, yeah. And then, for the last thing is Outside the Canvas, Inside the Lens. Greenery chapter. So, if you already played this before, it's basically the same thing in Inazuma. You take pictures. That's basically it. Pokemon Snap. It's Pokemon Snap. Yeah, that's basically it. If you played this before in Inazuma, then there's really no explanation needed here. It's basically the same thing. And that is basically it for the 3.2 special program. There is one thing I missed, which is the teapot update, but the only teapot update we're ever gonna get is we get to copy designs from other people. So yeah, you get to copy them. You get free designs. So if you want that crewmate, a crewmate that is shaped like a rock, if you want a rock-shaped crewmate from other Serenity pots, then there you go. You can get a giant crewmate. But yeah, other than that, that's basically it for the 3.1 or 3.2 special program. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this 3.2 special program discussion. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I upload Genshin videos once a week. So if you do like that sort of content, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss out on a single upload. Also, comment down below, what do you think of the 3.2 special program? Is it good? Is it bad? I mean, it looks pretty good, honestly. I'm just excited to use Nahida finally. So yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching this Genshin video, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I upload.